Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was mute. How are you?
Oh yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm doing good. For some reason, Slack desktop does not work for me. Well, I'm not unable to connect, but I can connect on my phone, so I'm a little confused by that. Uh, what about you? Can you?
I use a web,
The web app?
the web app, yes.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Let me try that.
But I'm not always connected. So.
Gotcha, gotcha. Let me just check though, because it's like, oh, are you kidding me? All right, never mind. Um, okay, because I didn't see any messages from Andrea, whether or not he was going to join, but I did want to ask you and him something, but I'll ask you here and then I'll just ping him. So basically the idea is, as I mentioned, merging the two SIG groups. And I think we've got the same time, same day for Tuesday. I think that makes more sense. And as I was talking with some people from the West Coast, most of them can't make it because it's too early. So what I'm thinking is, because even Andrea mentioned this, that if we can move it earlier, it would work better for him. And I'm assuming it would probably work better for you, David. So what I'm thinking is we'd have two SIG groups on the same day, one for um, like Asia, Europe times, and then another for the West Coast folks, right? Um, and that's just to get more bodies involved. And then worst case, if in maybe in 6 months, if it not many people show up, we can always just close the other one, right, and just keep the earlier morning one, right. So I think that sounds like a good idea, but I wanted to first ask you and Andrea. So what are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I guess that the other meeting groups earlier today, I guess, was already cancelled a few months ago.
It was already what?
I cancel about. I didn't see mention of it. I didn't saw mention of it since a lot of months, I guess.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. But is that something you'd be okay with? Like, would you be okay moving it like an hour back, or is that too early? Or, oh, is that
No,
not a
it's
good
not.
time for you? Is a better question.
But it I don't understand. I guess for US it's too early today. This time.
Yes. So there would be another SIG group, right? One that is for, one for Europe, Asia times, which would be an hour earlier than right now.
But
There would,
earlier to the sorry, 1 hour earlier is not more earlier for US for
well, no,
US.
no, no. What I'm saying is, so we have that one that's an hour earlier right now, right? So let's move this SIG group an hour early. We would have another SIG 3 hours after this time. Does that make sense?
So we will return to two groups,
Yeah, but
two.
two groups on the same day, but more focused, because the issue right now, because like you said, like I didn't know how many people were not able to, like, because I went to that conference and I met a lot of folks that were very interested in CDEvents. And so I pinged a few of them to kind of ask them, hey, what about, and
Uh,
then they all said, oh, it's too early.
uh,
They're all on the West Coast. So that's why I'm thinking maybe this is a good way to get more people, more bodies, right? So what's your thinking on that?
yes, on my side, I am. It's same. 1 hour later, 2 hour after, it's the same. I'm uh, I'm at work at this time, so
Okay,
it's okay.
okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So what I will do then is I will send Andrea a message. Let me first get the notes up because I do want to highlight all this. Um, and we can then move the we can merge the two groups, move it an hour earlier, and then as well
Uh,
as
but
uh
last week we also mentioned to merge this meeting with the Tuesday meeting.
Yes, we are doing that, but just moving it an hour earlier is the plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's still Tuesday, but 1 hour earlier. Okay.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
So
it's okay for me. No,
okay,
no
sounds
issue.
good then. July 28th, 2025, 28th. Okay, just make sure it's 28th. I was like, what day is it? All right. So here. Why did this one? There's like no action items on this. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Did I? Oh, wait, one sec. Let me refresh this page. I bet you it's like not saved. No, no, I have no idea what happened. Weird. Okay.
It's because the other meeting last when we discussed it's the implementation meeting, so it's another
Right, right. Did we? But I guess what I'm wondering, did we not meet last week?
See, we meet, but it's not on this Markdown link. It's another meeting. This one is a CD
No, no,
event.
no. Yeah, yeah, I understand. But what I'm saying is because we have the
No,
weekly.
no. Last week I joined late, and when I joined, there is nobody. So I guess the
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. That's why. Okay, okay. Because I remember being in that meeting. I was like, "Yo, dude, I swear we had one." But okay, maybe I just didn't. Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about as well. So we got some my Slack. Let's see if it came up. Oh, finally came up. Awesome. So that's not it. That's not it. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking is so let me I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how the best way to get notes. Not get notes. Get what's it called? Get uh 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 mm, scratch pad. I just need what is the get scratch pad called? I thought it was called get pad. Da, da, da. I don't remember. Okay, whatever. I'll just post it here and then we can delete it. So this is what I'm thinking for the release candidate. For see if I can for 0.25. So this is it. Um, I'll move this into its own section now I think about it. All right, so uh,
Gist. You mentioned you want to talk about Gist maybe on GitHub.
no, no, I want to talk about this first.
Okay.
This is the release candidate. I sent this to Andrea. I sent it to internally as well, to some folks. So we're thinking this just for a small release for a 0.5, which would we already have these two done, but we'd remove the subject type, alignment with ID and type. This needs to be an enum, which I think some of these are already done. I just didn't see. Version being ambiguous and improve spec consistency. We're just gonna do these 5 items with an optimistic one of getting the approval event in, if possible. If not, then we can just do these ones. But that's why I labeled it as an optimistic goal. So with this change, I don't think you need to make any change from your generator because these are pretty simple and straightforward. But I just wanted to kind of call that out to kind of get your feedback on what your thoughts are. Because is there something you would like to see in 0.5, or is this a good place to start, do you think?
Uh, it, it could be in 0.5 or 0.6. No opinion on my side. Uh, Yes. Oh, yes. Content outcomes. It's the same discussion about is it an enum or is it a string? I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, same deal there. But yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess the main issue on those the issue the why we have no progress on those issues is because we didn't agree or we didn't finish the discussion about them. So maybe we should.
Oh no, well, the reason why is because well, this is why here's my thinking. We were thinking about using async IO, right?
Yes, or some kind of
Yeah,
generator.
exactly. And that would kind of get rid of the need to model it with the JSON spec for generation. So I think that's why we held off on it. But we haven't made any progress with the async IO. So
And
that's kind of
um, yes, and I think we will, as I mentioned, as I previously mentioned, if we switch to one of those tools, it's mean merging every spec into one giant spec
oh, what?
because those tools are made to run against one specification where subject is defined once, where context is defined once in one place. Today we have I don't remember 20 or 30 30 JSON schema. We don't have one schema. We have 30 schema.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
but protobuf can generate that. Why wouldn't async IO be able to do the same?
because if we use existing generator on today, it's one of the issue I mentioned when I talk. It will create one SDK per JSON schema.
Oh,
Uh,
that's so stupid. Okay.
Yeah, and it's mainly why I start this job. And today it's also why the generator I wrote for Rust is
Hmm.
a little bit special. It's because I manually extract what's its common, what
Hmm.
Davisi mentioned as the base classes when I
Okay.
define a context, etc. And I only generate for subject. It's a very custom generator because he grab all schema and merge them into a uniform SDK. And it's
Got it.
maybe last week I saw again about it. As for the 0.5, I will have to go back into the REST generator. Maybe I will take a look at to see if I could customize it to be used to generate maybe Java because it's just template in my case for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
custom
yeah.
part. So if we could use it to generate Java or Go or something else, but it will not be, it will defeat the original purpose that we have to use a standard tool with a community, with etc. etc. It will be a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
custom tool, but it will also match our needs to have one version per message, one schema per message, etc. etc.
Yeah. Well, the whole reasoning why I wanted to move to like an actual language and or a DSL to do the code generation is because that's less things that we would have to manage. Um,
Yeah, I agree. It's also why maybe we could have something in between. It's mean using what you start with PKL,
yeah, yeah.
with PKL or something else to have some meta definition. What is an ID? What is a context, etc. And
Hmm.
generate the JSON schema, and then with comments, etc., with everything, and then we could have a generator that will grab this stuff to generate uniform SDK. Maybe we will have to find another approach. But yes, today for the 0.5, we will stay with what we have today. It's mean a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
different schema and manually handle the consistencies, the definition, the commands, etc.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then we can visit Pickle soon because I feel like we can do it, like I think Pickle can, it could definitely generate the JSON schema and it could generate it in a consistent manner, which is what we really need. But the issue is we still have these custom generators, but like you were suggesting, is having one generator is a lot better than having each language have their own generator. You know, if you could generate Java, Go, Python, then that would solve that problem, but that's still something we need to maintain. But it is an option. That is kind of like a hybrid approach, right? We use Pickle to generate
Yes.
a consistent schema, and then we use one generator to generate all the languages. That way, one, you know, at least we have one generator to like know and work with, as opposed to, you know, because like the issue with the Java generator is no one knows it. Like no one, Andre doesn't know how to run it, right? Or I'm sure he figured it out, but you know, that's why he was like, oh, we don't have anyone to do the Java release because he doesn't really know that the generator, right? But if we had one, it makes that a lot easier, you know. But you know, best case is we get like an actual generator that you know, open source somewhere in open source, but you know, maybe we need to come at a middle ground. So, you know, a couple options to think about. And I think based off of this, it would solve this enum problem because Pickle, how it generates enums, is very specific as well. So, and it generates them correctly too. So I think you'd be okay with that. So, so yeah, so that's something to think about in going forward. But like I said, that I think you come after the 0.5 release. Um, and we can kind of work with these five issues and kind of get those done. So what I will try to do then is I will just do them in this order. I'll just do, you know, I'll just go remove subject type and then kind of continue on this path. Um and then hopefully within our goal is to hit this by August, to get this finalized and have the release candidate up and published in the spec, and then the SDKs could come soon after if that works for you, David.
Yeah, yes, okay.
Okay, cool. That
And
sounds
if you need
good.
some helps on tickets, ping me.
Oh, awesome. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm gonna try to do a couple, and then if I need a little bit help, I'll definitely ping you. Um, and yeah, so okay, that sounds like a plan then. So we'll go with this release candidate unless people want to add more, they can, you know, they can ping us in that and and you know, and let us know if they want to see specific feature or addition. We can always bring that into the ticket or decline it and save it for 0.6. So okay, cool. And then what else? Okay, so another thing that we talked about is moving to time zone WGs. So 1 hour. Let's see. So 10 a, it's 9 a.m. my time. I don't know what that is. UTC. So 9 a.m. CST for
UTC, it's 15.
15. Okay, 15 like this.
Yes, because I'm UTC plus 2, so
Okay,
yes.
okay, cool. I'll just move this actually over here then. Yeah, CST.
I guess it's on the calendar.
And then we'll do 11. Let's see, 11's 9 a.m. Maybe we'll do 12 full day, 12 p.m. CST. CST for PST because that's 10. That might work better for them, but I can ask. I'll need to ask. Need to ask PST folks. Um. Oh, CST for America, not PST. All right. Okay, cool. So I like that. I'm gonna ping Andrea about this as well. And I got access to the calendar. So once Andrea gives me the okay, I can make those updates and introduce the two time zones. And then the goal is if we don't get
And also
more.
to move it to Tuesday because it's if we
Oh
merge
yeah,
with
good point. Yeah. Okay, move to Tuesday. All SIGs to Tuesday. Okay. And then this one will and merge with implementation SIG. Okay, that makes it. If we don't get more people in by end of year, we can remove this SIG group, SIG meeting. Okay, cool. So I think that sounds like a plan then. Okay, so that's I think going to be the goal. I'm going to try to knock out at least one of these this week and then hopefully get some more steam on it. I should be able to get, a few of these done hopefully by the next SIG. Maybe I probably can get this one done. This one still is a little bit. I want to have a little bit more discipline on this because we have that others we have. Um, and then version is ambiguous. This one's a little interesting. So yeah, I'll try to do these two first because this is probably the two simpler ones. And I'll let you know if I need any help. But yeah. Okay, cool. So I think that gives us a plan going forward. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about, David? Anything specific?
Um, no, I noticed that you maybe for the version 0.6, but if you can take a look to the issue related to ID and how to reference, etc. If you want, I can rephrase.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that issue. Yeah, the one that me and we talked about that one, right? Like about subject, that one.
Yeah, refresh. It's I don't see your screen. It's the one about URI ID and removing source.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that one. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what the title was. Okay, so we're talking
But
about.
no, yes, maybe I will rephrase as I will work on try to integrate GitLab and other source. Maybe I will have more input in the coming weeks.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll think about this some more. Yeah, this one they serve two purposes, but um, okay. Let's make this a main topic for next week. Um, will be main topic for next week. And then I'll put that on the agenda too for next week.
I don't know if we don't plan to include it into 0.5, it should be a main topic, but just to keep it in mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I want to talk about it because, I don't want to sit on it. I'd rather, kind of like come to a consensus. Well, it's whether or not Andrea is president as well will definitely help. So, but yeah, let's make it a main topic, and then because now that we got a roadmap on this, I'm less worried about 0.5.
Okay.
Um, and we want to move the spec forward, right? And then if we can come to what I'm getting at is if we can come to a consensus, David, and we do decide that we do like the proposal of merging it, we can include that in 0.5. So that's kind of the idea. So because like I said, that's a really small change too. Um so yeah, does that work for you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's all I had. So if you don't have any more, David, we can end early and then talk again next week then. All right.
Yes.
All right, awesome. I'll let you know what Andrea says, and then you should see some updates to the calendar probably like maybe tomorrow or whenever Andrea gets back to me then. All right.
Okay.
All right,
Perfect.
awesome. All right, have a good one. All right, bye, David.
Bye. Thank you.